Hello everybody, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews, coming at you with another, well there's four, so we'll go at them in no particular order because it's an odd pick for four. It's really weird. So let's start with the cover that came with a little black thing in the front so we couldn't see the boobies for Cradle of Filth Part 2, or Issue 2. Once again, charging me $6.66 because they think it's funny. It's two stories. Well, it's the same story. It's called The Original Sins. Written by Justin. I'm assuming it's Peniston, not Peniston. Art by Piotr Kowalski. And it's The Huntress Moon Whispers My Name, Part 1. Where this guy was like, this woman is mine and I'll shoot her if she won't take me, and there's these nudie huntress people out in the woods and his woman escapes with them. It's pretty good stuff. The artwork is gorgeous. I'm not really sure. They told the story from two different views, so you got the same story twice from two different people's viewpoint. It's kind of clever. It's never done before, of course. I'm assuming that the next one is going to be about Elizabeth Bathory, because there is a woman in a bath full of blood. We'll see. I'm kind of neat that they... and I must share with you this, the Castlevania cover of Cradle of Filth. This is just a wonderful thing. There's an action figure cover too, but whatever. Alright, Moon Knight Numeraire 4. This is the Black, White, and Blood one. We've got 3 stories. Good Morning by Christopher Cantwell and Alex Linz. The Scent of Blood by Nadia Shamas, Dante Bastianone, and Chris Sotomayor. And Born to Be by Paul Azaceta. It's good. I mean, they're all 3 of them. They're red, white, and black. I said red, white, and blue. That'd be Captain America's story, wouldn't it? 2 of them deal with this cat lion god fella, and I feel like they're out of order. Like the last story that was in the book should have been done before the one that was actually in the middle. But this is a fun book. I don't know how many of these are supposed to be. I think it's like 6. So if you like Moon Knight, if you like to see something different, Black, White, and Blood. I think they've done this with Wolverine and Deadpool so far that I remember. Let's go to the final episode, issue, whatever you, of West of Sundown. It's a great book. Horror book with monsters, but it's a Western thing. Written by Tim Seeley and Aaron Campbell, drawn by Jim Terry. It's the final one. The girl gets the vampire lady gets the dirt she wants. Frankenstein fights a freaking horde of chupacabras. There's a giant vampire that they really just have to get rid of to save everybody. And it's a good Western with a weird twist. I did like that the guy wrote a story, the sheriff wrote a story and sent it to a fiction magazine, and they told him that it was too weird and slightly blasphemous and they were not publishing that. Maybe try something a little more realistic, even though it actually happened. So I hope they bring it back. There's a teaser at the end that they're considering it with a interesting enough character that I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll have to look for yourself. Alright, brand new series. We'll see how long we get to keep it. That's my take on that. It's the Thunderbolts from the recent Daredevil Villain's Reign and all that stuff. We're Kingpin and what have you. They still have the Thunderbolts licensing, and Luke Cage is the mayor now, and he wants Thunderbolts. So we have a writer is Jim Zub. Zub is a good writer. We have Sean Izaakse, Izaakse. That seems reasonable. So Thunderbolts. Who are you going to get for Thunderbolts? That's right. Well, for what I can tell, it's Hawkeye, Purple Girl, related to the Purple Man. There's America Chavez, and I don't know why they never pronounce it America. There's the new Power Man, who Luke Cage spoke up for. And then there's, I don't remember her name. It's Monica Rambeau. But when she's not Monica Rambeau, she has a code name, and what is it called? Spectrum. So apparently she also brings us cable here in the Kalamazoo area. And then there's a little monster fella whose name is Egro the Unbreakable. And then there's this fella here. He has superpowers and guns and electrical stuff, and they don't give us his name because he's supposed to be mysterious. So their first time in, they have to go and save the day. There's hostages being held by Taskmaster. And what is it? Taskmaster and one of the Venom girl things, the girl one. And then there's the Lady Electro, and you know, oh, Abomination is in it. Felt like they were throwing a lot of things at stuff. And for some reason, the guy looks like a scruffy bearded Hercules. Actually, feels more like a variation on Cable. So we'll see how it goes. It's a team. Got Hawkeye in it. I do like the purple girl. She's kind of cool. And Hawkeye was a turd and beat up U.S. Agent, because U.S. Agent can be grating at best, as we all know. So this was a good introduction to everybody. The only one that didn't make it in the first issue was Ergo the Unbreakable. Everybody else showed up. They do not give the Hercules Cable guy a name, but everybody else looks like a good team. It's a good book, good art. We'll see where it goes from here and how long before, if I really, really like it, that they'll take to cancel. So this weekend, our lovely daughter, Dandelion, her birthday is on Tuesday, but she works, and I work, and Mom works, so we celebrated this weekend. We ran around, did stuff, and today I have spent the entire day in the kitchen making things like homemade biscuits and gravy, and homemade biscuits, and hash browns, and then I made a butterscotch cinnamon pie, and then I made lasagna from scratch, and with sauce that was simmering for 6.5 hours, and homemade bread for garlic bread. So needless to say, this hand is killing me from just mixing and stirring, and I'm going to end up having a giant arm. And so if you feel you didn't come over this weekend, it's Labor Day weekend, but you guys were doing stuff, so maybe we'll get to see you soon. As for the rest of you, it's a slim week, but I already know that next week there are 9. So until next time, go read a comic book.